Hello everyone, welcome to Concept Wise Learning Hub. In today's video, we will discuss the topic evolution and fundamentals of business. Ancient India had a rich commercial history. Indian merchants created trade networks across continents. Understanding this history helps us to understand modern business practices. Now, let us move to an interesting topic the indigenous banking system. Imagine you are a merchant traveling from Kerala to Delhi, carrying large quantities of gold and silver coins. Would it be safe? Of course not. There would be a high risk of theft and loss. To solve this problem, ancient India developed its own banking system. Important participants in this system include moneylenders, sheriffs, and hundi issuers. Moneylenders. Moneylenders provide loans to traders. Sheriffs. They exchange different currencies and verified coins. The most interesting instrument was the hundi. A hundi was a written document that functioned very much like a modern check or bill of exchange. Instead of carrying cash, traders would carry a hundi and receive payments at another location. This system made long distance trade safer and more convenient. Students, remember this point carefully because questions on hundi are often asked for exams. Our next topic is rise of intermediaries. As trade expanded, business activities become more complex. Producers would not directly reach every customers. This led to the emergence of intermediaries. Who are intermediaries? Intermediaries are people who help connect producers and consumers. Example include commission agents, brokers, wholesalers and retailers. Let us understand this with a simple example. Suppose a farmer produces rice in a village. Can the farmer directly sell rice to every consumer across India? It would be extremely difficult. Instead, wholesalers purchase rice in large quantities, retailers sell it in small quantities, and brokers help buyers and sellers connect. These intermediaries reduce the burden on producers and make the distribution process more efficient. Even today, intermediaries play a vital role in business operations. Our next topic is transport, the lifeline of trade. No business can succeed without transportation. Ancient traders understood this very well. In ancient India, various modes of transports were used. For land transport, people relied on bullock carts, camels, horses, and elephants. For water transport, boats and ships were extensively used. India's long coastline helped merchants establish strong maritime trade routes. Goods could be transported from Indian port to distant countries. Think about it for a moment. Even if a merchant produced excellent goods, those goods would be useless if they could not reach customers. This is why transportation is often called the lifeline of trade. Even in today's world, modern transport systems such as truck, train, and aeroplane and cargo ships continue to play the same role. Our next topic is trading communities and merchant corporations. Another unique feature of ancient Indian commerce was the existence of organized trading communities. Some famous merchant groups were Manigrams, Nanadeshi, Chettiars. These merchant corporations function like modern business associations. They protect the interests of traders. They establish trading rules. They maintained quality standards. They also helped to resolve disputes among merchants. Because of these organized systems, traders could conduct business more efficiently and safely. These groups contribute significantly to the growth of commerce in ancient India. Our next topic is major trade centers. Ancient India had several important trade centers. In North India, cities such as Pataliputra and Madura emerged as major commercial hubs. In South India, Madurai and Kanchipuram became famous trade centers. Similar, Similarly, ports such as Surat, Calicut, and Masilapatna played a crucial role in international trade. These ports connected India with foreign markets. Merchants from different countries visited these centers to buy and sell goods. As a result, these cities become prosperous and economically important. Our next topic is import and exports. Now, let us understand what India exported and imported. India exported products that were famous worldwide. Some important exports included spices, cotton textiles, indigo, silk, and precious stones. These products generated substantial income for the country. At the same time, India imported horses, gold, silver, silk from other regions, and perfumes. This exchange of goods between countries promoted economic growth and strengthened international relationship. Export brings income into the country, while import satisfies domestic requirements. Our next topic is India, the golden bird of the world economy. Students, have you heard the phrase India was called the golden bird or Sone ki chidiya? Why was India given this title? There were several reasons. India had abundant natural resources. India produces very highly valued worldwide goods. The country occupied a strategic geographical position that facilitated international trade. Large scale exports generated wealth and prosperity. Because of this economic strength, many historians described India as the golden bird. This is a very important theoretical question for examination. So make sure you understand the reasons instead of simply memorizing the phrases. Students, after understanding the evolution of business in ancient India, let us now move to the fundamental concepts of business. First, we need to understand the term economic activity. What are economic activities? Economic activities are activities undertaken by individuals with the objective of earning income or livelihood. In simple words, any activity performed to earn money is called an economic activity. For example, a shopkeeper selling goods or a doctor treating patients for fees. A teacher working in a school for salary. All these are economic activities because they help people earn income. Economic activities are generally classified into three categories: business, profession, and employment. Business, the regular production or purchase or sale of goods and services with the primary aim of earning profit. It involves investment, risk, and continuous activity. What is a profession? An occupation requires specialized knowledge, skill, and formal training. Professionals earn fee for the expert service they render. Employment. Employment means a person who works for another person or organization and receives a fixed salary or wages in return. That example of a business is running a bakery, operating a factory, etc. An example of a profession is a doctor, lawyer, chartered accountant, etc. And the example of an employment is banker, cashier, and software engineers. Students often get confused between these three terms. Therefore, understanding the difference is very important from an examination point of view. By the end of this section, you will be able to clearly distinguish between business, profession, and employment. Now, let us discuss the meaning of business. Students, look around you. The supermarket where you buy groceries, the restaurants where you eat food, the mobile shop where you purchase a phone, and even Amazon are all examples of businesses. But what exactly is business? Business refers to an economic activity involving the production, purchase, sale, or exchange of goods and services with the objective of earning a profit. There are three important points in this definition. The first one is business is an economic activity. We already learned that economic activity is an activity performed to earn income. The second is goods or service must be involved. A business may sell products like clothes, books, and furniture, or it may provide services like banking, insurance, transportation, or education. The third point is profit motive. Profit is one of the primary objectives of businesses. Without a profit motive, an activity cannot generally be considered a business activity. Let us understand with an example. Suppose a bakery produces cake every day and sells them to the customer. The bakery purchases ingredients, prepare cake and sell them at a profit. Since the activity is regular and profit oriented, it is a business. Students, you always have to remember this formula. A business equal to goods or services plus regular activity plus profit motive. The formula will help you to answer many objectives and short answer questions. Next, we will discuss the features of business. Questions on features of business are frequently asked in examination. Economic activity. Economic activities are the activities performed to earn an income. So, business is performed to earn an income. So, it is an economic activity. A person engaged in business accepts financial return. Next point is production or procurement of goods and services. Business involves either producing goods or purchasing them for resale. For example, a manufacturer produces furniture, a retailer purchases furniture and sell it to the customer. Both activities are part of business. The next point is sale or exchange of goods and services. Business requires the transfer of goods or services from one person to another in exchange for money. Without sale or exchange, business cannot exist. The fourth point is profit motive. Profit is the reward for undertaking business activities. Every business aims to earn sufficient profit for survival and growth. Fifth point is element of risk. Risk is an inseparable part of business. A businessman can never predict the future with complete certainty. Changes in customer preference, competition, government policies, and economic conditions may affect profit. Therefore, risk is always present. The sixth point is continuity in dealing. Business activities are carried out regularly. A single transaction does not constitute business. For example, selling your old bicycle once is not business, but operating a bicycle shop regularly is business. Legal and social responsibility. Modern businesses are expected to follow laws and act responsibly towards society. They should provide quality products, avoid unfair trade practices, and protect consumer interests. Students, Try to remember these 7 features in sequence because they are very important for examination. Now let us move to the second category of economic activity, profession. Students, can every person become a doctor simply by opening a clinic? Can anyone become a lawyer without legal education? No, right. There is where the concept of profession come in. A profession is an occupation that requires specialized knowledge, training, education, and professional qualifications. Professionals provide expert services to society. Examples include doctor, lawyers, chartered accountants, etc. Let us understand the important features of a profession. First one is mandatory specialized education. Professional qualification requires systematic education and training. Next feature is membership of a governing body. Many professions require registration with recognized professional organizations. Next is strict code of professional conduct. Professionals must follow ethical code of conduct. Next is service motive. Although professionals earn income, they also have a responsibility to serve society. The next feature is they are charging a fee. The third category of economic activity is employment. Employment refers to a situation where a person works for another person or organization in return for salary or wages. In employment, there are two parties, employer and employee. The employer is the person or organization providing work. The employee is the person performing the work. Examples of employment are a teacher working in a school, a manager working in a company. Next, we will understand the features of employment. The first feature is fixed income. Employees receive a predetermined wage or salary. The second feature is no personal risk. The financial risk of the organization is borne entirely by the employer. The employee is protected from business losses. The next is defined working condition. Hours, duties, and benefits are governed by a service contract or employment agreement, providing structure and security. Next is qualification. Education or skill requirement may vary by the role. Now, let us compare these three concepts. This comparison is extremely important for board examination. First, we compare on the basis of nature. Business involves producing or selling goods and services. Profession involves providing specialized services. Employment involves working for another person in return for salary. The next we will compare on the basis of motive. Profession earns a professional fee and it is always a service motive. And in business it is always a profit motive. And in employment their motive is to earn a salary or wage. Next, we will compare on the basis of qualification. In business, there is no need of any qualification. In profession, mandatory professional education is needed. In employment, it depends on the requirement of job. The next comparison is on the basis of reward. Business In business we receive a profit as a reward. In profession we receive professional fee as reward, and in employment we receive salary or wage. Next we compare on the basis of risk. Business involves high risk. Profession involves moderate risk. Employment involves comparatively low risk, or there is no risk. Next, we compare on the basis of capital requirement or investment. Business often requires significant investment. Profession requires investment in education and training. employment generally requires little or no capital investments. Next is comparison based on code of conduct. In business, the code of conduct is not compulsory, but in profession, code of conduct is compulsory. In employment, code of conduct is necessary as per service rules or contract. Students, if you remember these comparisons, you can easily answer any question related to business, profession, and employment. Today, we discuss the evolution of business in India and the fundamentals of business, focusing on understanding concepts rather than memorizing definitions. Thank you for watching Concept Wise Learning Hub. Clear concepts for smarter study. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe for more commerce related videos.